All right,
nullified.
Mandy,
So
we
yes, we can
also
say
are being
that now
joined
Justice
by
Yashwant Verma
Kiran
has.
Bedi, joining us live on the broadcast. Kiran Bedi, this is a major incident that has taken place, and in an unprecedented move, the Supreme Court has decided that they have released this report. What exactly do you make of the whole situation that has arose out of this situation?
Maybe lessons to be drawn, lots of lessons to be drawn from this incident. Number one, I'm glad that the action has been immediate, inquiry has been conducted, and evidence has been, and the inquiry report is made transparent. I think this is one very good thing. It's stopped speculation. So I think that's a very good thing that has happened. Secondly, is that it's also lessons to be learned in the sense when I said it in the first instance that how do we prevent such things to come to this pass? I think that's a real challenge before the society and the administration and the judiciary in particular. How do we preempt? How do we catch early signs of this development? Because this doesn't suddenly happen overnight. In such developments to such an extent do not happen overnight. So I think there are systems to be put in place so that this situation is caught early.
And Kiran Bedi, in terms of the probe, what probe do you think needs to happen now to resolve this case and ensure that there's no further damage or does not tarnish the image of the judiciary?
The action which has followed after this exposure will restore some balance. I think it will restore the balance because action has been swift and also made transparent. So this will have a redeeming effect.
And Kiran Bedi ma'am, when we're talking about a case like this, how do you approach or how does one approach a case like this? It's such a precarious situation. How does one go about an investigation into this?
Oh, you go about it. Police is aware. Police knows the skills, and it will go back and forth. I think it will go back to investigation means going back and forth. So, what are the possible sources which such a situation could have arisen from? And I think if the investigation obviously remains confidential, they will get to the sources. But people, see the primary evidence may not come because people or individuals who may have offered these kinds of will never come forth. So they could probably be the source. So I think it will remain pretty tough to find out where could it have come from. And certainly talking to the prime accused will be helpful. But why would he indict himself? So it's not going to be an easy investigation.
And ma'am, in terms of, do you think Supreme Court has done a good job by choosing transparency and swiftly putting out all the details and photos and videos in the public?
That's the right thing to do. This is a biggest disinfectant is the transparency. It's a disinfectant. So I think it's redeemed a lot where the Supreme Court has taken the lead and corrected the situation. Making it public will certainly restore, and I think it's a good precedent also.
And in terms of the clarification that has been provided by Justice Yashwant Verma, he has stated that it was an outhouse and that was something that was open to all. What do you make out of that?
Well, that could be his defense. That is the line of his defense. And only investigation will reveal what he's saying has substance or not. That is why investigation is necessary. But preliminarily, as a preliminary inquiry, this is where we are. Well, things could dramatically change. It all depends. But that is why investigation is necessary to find out where did these gunny bags come from, when were they there, who put them there. All these will reveal in the investigation. That is why detailed inquiry back and forth will be necessary, and possible occupants of the house. the supporting staff, I think all this will come.
All right, Kiran Bedi, thank you so much for joining us on the telecast and giving us your time. Meanwhile, I also have with us my colleague Brian Thomas joining us live from outside Yashwant Verma's residence. Brian,